Good evening. First tonight, the site of a planned school is causing plenty of concern among one group. They call the site toxic and say it should be cleaned up before a school is built there. The site is in the 1200 block of South Roman Street at the old Booker T. Washington School property. The site is the former site of the Clio Street Silver City dump. WDSU reporter Latanya Norton live at that site. So what does the group say is actually in this soil, Latanya?
Scott, the easier question might be what's not in the soil. Tests revealed dangerous levels of heavy metals, and this afternoon we have two groups. They both want the best for our children, but one group says the other should dig a lot deeper.
As we worked 9 years ago to help save this city, we're going to work now to help save this city from itself.
9 years after leading 20,000 federal troops in New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina, retired Lieutenant General Russell Honore heads a new mission.
Who would put a school on a toxic dump? There's the toxic dump. That soil underneath there is poison, and it goes down at least 15 feet.
Honore's Green Army opposes the Recovery School District's plan to close the Walter L. Cohen High School building and build a new $50 million facility on the site of Booker T. Washington High School, which sits on a portion of the old Silver City dump operated by the city from the late 1890s to the 1930s.
We have repetitively in New Orleans put public building and housing on toxic dumps. Let's not do this again in the 21st century.
The land was never cleaned up. There was no remediation in 1940.
A report by the State Department of Environmental Quality shows testing of the site confirmed dangerous levels of arsenic, copper, lead, mercury, zinc, and more. But the Recovery School District says it has a newly revised plan, one that's 100% safe.
We will go to soil depths that are lower than what's required, so at least 6 feet, with the lining as well as concrete across the site. When you hear the full scope of the report and the remediation plans, you'll see that the site will be 100% certainly safe and secure.
RSD's original remediation plan involves soil depths of 2 to 3 feet. Dobart says children's safety is of the utmost concern.
Share that FEMA has approved this. Share that DEQ is solidly behind it.
Don't be hoodwinked in. FEMA approved, EPA said yes. That means nothing. The fact is that poison is still on the ground.
And Honore says he would like to see a plan that involves digging at least 15 feet. The Green Army says the Marrero Commons that you see right here near the site of the old Booker T. Washington High School, these apartments were also built on toxic soil, that according to the Green Army. Tonight there is a meeting taking place at 6 o'clock. It'll be held at the Pure Light Baptist Church located in the 3900 block of Martin Luther King Boulevard. Anyone with any concerns regarding this issue is urged to attend. On your side, live, Latanya Norton, WDSU News, back to you.
Latanya, thanks. The group claims that there are dangerous metals present at the site that are 50 times higher than the risk-based standard for residential use as established by the Department of Environmental Quality. One of those heavy metals they claim that is present is lead. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, even low levels of lead in the blood of children can result in behavioral and learning problems, lower IQ, hyperactivity, slowed growth, hearing problems, and anemia. In pregnant women, lead can reduce the growth of the fetus and can cause premature birth. Lead is also harmful to other adults. It can cause increased blood pressure, decreased kidney function, and reproductive problems.